What's up, Rock and Roll James on the Rock and Roll James Show here on YouTube, and my guest is Pistol.
What's good? What's good?
Bottom to the track, yeah, baby, that's me. Bottom to the track,
All right, first of all, I want to say that got really inspired by this man right here next to me. Hard worker in the rap game and in hip hop here in South Texas. And one of the things that really surprised me was his work ethic, due to the fact that he's got so much product out. I have a band myself, Whiskey D, right? And we hadn't done any music videos. We had done some live stuff, and I got a hold of Pistol because I wanted to do some beats and stuff. And he told me, I saw him on social media. He had his own studio, and so I got a hold of him, and I wanted to create some beats. And then I started looking at his product, and I was like, wow, you know what? I need to start getting my act together. I need to start putting some videos together. So then I got connected to his producer, his video producer, one of them, I would assume, right?
Yeah, one of them.
Big Burrito. Shout out
Big
to
Burrito.
Daniel Lopez. So I ended up working with Daniel, man. Daniel, I hired him to do a video for us, a song called MILF. You can find on YouTube as well with Whiskey D. But absolutely, I saw this guy's music videos.
back in my crib, 50 all in my trunk. Shorty's how I live, catch a blaze every month.
And I saw his product, and I saw his work ethic, and right off the bat, I said, he's got to be a guest on my show so I could talk to him and find out where it comes from.
Pull up to my trap in the time of time. Pulling out my gat if you get out of line. If it ain't about money, don't.
It's pretty good stuff, man. Welcome to my show.
What's
Pistol.
good, man? What's good?
Hey, man. I'm really glad to have you here, bro, man.
We go way back.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, he's from my hometown, too,
Yep.
Mercedes, Texas, man.
Yep.
What year were you born there, man?
87.
In Mercedes? You were born in Mercedes?
Weslaco.
In Weslaco?
Yeah.
All right,
Weslaco,
man. And then,
Mercedes at heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life.
What year was that, man?
1987.
1987. So,
Yeah.
man, you're still a young buck, man. You're
31 years old. Young
30.
buck. Still good.
Yeah, he's on the dirty 30s.
Living life to the fullest every day.
Yeah, man. Well, you sure are taking advantage of it, man. You went to the Mercedes Independent School District?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah? How were you in school, man? Did you...
I was all right.
Yeah?
I didn't get to finish, but
you
it's all good.
You didn't get to finish?
I'm good.
And what
I'm
grade did
still
you make
blessed.
it to, man?
Ninth
grade?
Yeah, ninth grade.
It's interesting.
Blessed, though.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because a lot of artists don't get to make it out sometimes, and a lot of times that's a story about making it out because I know when I was in school, I had a lot of trouble in school because I'm not I didn't graduate either, and I had to
You're rock and roll James.
Well, no, I split out of school around ninth grade, but I was working. I got a job at Louis' Backyard, but going back to the school thing. My wife, she's a teacher. She says I have ADHD, and I always found it hard, paying attention in school, man, because I always had a lot of ideas running through my mind, man. So it was like I couldn't pay attention. I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in music. I wanted to be a radio DJ. So obviously, when did you have that feeling that you wanted to, start rapping, start putting words together?
13, 14.
13, 14.
I think at 15, 16, we dropped our first mixtape. We dropped 4 mixtapes during school.
Yeah.
Passing them out.
What artists were you getting into, man, when you were?
When I first started, I started off with my close homie, Daniel Garcia, Danny G, my kinfo, OPTI, my other homie, Double L. We just had this group with my little cousin Arlo. And we just started, man. We were like, let's start rapping. We started rapping because my little cousin Arlo, he's blind. And he's younger, it's like 2 years younger than us. So he was about like 12. And he's like, he beatbox, he makes beats, and he just rapping all day. And we're like, man, let's try doing this. Let's try it. Like, fuck it. So we tried it. And I haven't stopped since then, since I was like 13, 14.
And when you were, that age, were you getting into rap music of that era, or what kind of music were you getting into?
I was into the hip hop scene since before that, because my sister, I was always with her all the time. And so yeah, we started doing that, but I did everything, man. I was chilling, I was skating, I was rapping, I was doing whatever I can. Anything that it was entertainment for me, And I just stuck to rapping and just been doing it ever since, like 14, 13 years old.
What was your sister getting you into, man, as far as artists?
Snoop Dogg, Tupac,
Death Row,
JoJo, all the R&B shit,
Yeah.
like all the good old school R&B, R. Kelly, all that good stuff, Genuine. So I mean, music's I've always been into it, and plus I got an older brother that was in the rock band too with Joey.
Yeah,
With
my
Joey,
brother Joey, he's our bass player for Whiskey
Yeah,
D.
my brothers were together.
And
in
your
the same
older
band.
brother, what's his name? Your older,
Max.
Max
Yeah.
Garza. Yeah, what did he play, man?
He was drums.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he played
that
drums.
that musical, that musical worm was in you all, man.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
do you have a background with family? Like, is it part of the genes or something?
Actually,
Or what?
yeah, like my dad does music. He sings. He's always singing. He's into the music.
Uh-huh.
My other brothers, my stepbrothers, they had a band back then too, way back in the day.
Uh-huh.
My younger sister, she's now the lead guitarist, lead vocalist at her Christian church. So I mean,
You've just been surrounded by that,
Been surrounded
man.
by that probably my whole life. So
Yeah. What did your mom and dad do when you were growing up? What were they?
my mom's hardworking woman.
Uh-huh.
30, I'm about to be 30 years in the same job.
Yeah.
She's already looking to retire.
Yeah.
Me and my pops are real cool. We go
Yeah.
way back. And they support me 100 all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They're supporting me since day one, even though sometimes they don't like the decisions I made. But hey, it got me this far.
What can you do, right, man?
Yeah,
I mean,
they're happy, they're blessed. They're taken care of, so everything's good.
Well, I mean, at least you are working on your craft. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of individuals out there that might not make it out of school,
Yeah.
but then they don't work on anything or any type of deal.
Just because you don't make it out of school doesn't
Yeah.
mean you can't be something in life. you know?
Sometimes big dreamers, man, they
Yep.
can't handle school too much.
Oh,
man,
you
know?
can't, because like you said, you have ideas running through your mind all day.
Yeah, and-
All kinds of ideas.
Yeah, and so when you were getting into all that stuff in 1995, I would say, right, Casey and JoJo,
Yup.
between 95 and 2000, man, that's when you had Tupac, you had Biggie, you had all those big hitters, man, and the West Side and the East Side and all that, and Puff Daddy, and it's. The rap game has really evolved, hasn't it?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like it's changed
It's
so much, because I
changed, yeah.
listen to it nowadays on Hip Hop Nation.
It's different now.
And it's nothing like the days of Tupac. And I mean, there are some artists that all of a sudden you just listen to, and it's like, okay, that's
Yeah.
and that's what I get into. But then I can also get into stuff like Travis Scott,
Yeah, exactly.
which is kind of reminiscent of what you're doing
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
exactly.
Which is what kind of rap is that
It's
called,
just like
man?
a wavy, like a trap wavy. Like they just call it wavy. It's like wavy music, trap soul. Just
Yeah.
different genres, but it all lands all together,
Yeah.
man.
All these diamonds on me, they was think I'm selling low. I can't trust these hoes, you know I had to let them go. All these diamonds on me, neighbors think I'm selling dope. I can't trust these hoes, you know I had to let them go.
It's interesting because rap has really had a lot of colorful characters,
Yeah.
man, and like Travis Scott being out of the Houston area. Texas has always been a pretty big big area for hip hop,
Yeah,
especially
hip-hop.
Houston,
Yeah,
man,
Houston especially.
with the Ghetto Boys and Scarface and all those guys paving
Yup.
the road for a lot of people
They did.
up there. Have you gone up to Houston to play, man?
Yeah, I was living in Houston for like 5 years. I just barely moved back down a year and a half ago.
How was it in Houston, man? Was it pretty
Man, I met
fast?
so many people out there. Shout out to all the studios I worked at. Shout out to Cheddar the Connect, a real good plug of mine. He plugged me into a lot of good stuff. So, I mean, it was good. It was a good outcome going out there for 5 years and meeting a whole lot of new people, a whole lot of music industry producers, engineers, artists.
When you went out to Houston, before you went to Houston, had you already started working on your videos and your craft? Did you have any material?
I already had some videos. Not as many as I did now. When I came back from Houston, I dropped about 16 videos, almost like 16 videos in a year and a half.
Yeah. Because Houston must have really inspired you to,
It told me to just keep going. Like
Yeah.
I was like, man, okay, I'm gonna go to Houston and see what happens. And then it just inspired me to keep going.
Yeah, and then with the social media and all that stuff that we have nowadays, like YouTube, that's something that guys like Too Short and all those other guys never had. They had to be selling their mixtapes out of or giving them away out of their trunk of their car or their records. The rap game has really gotten a lot of help from social media. Are you pretty active on social media?
Yeah, I have to be.
Nowadays,
you have to be. So.
Yeah. Where can we find you? Like, if fans out there want to
do the Facebook is the @Pistol, and I got the Instagram, the Real Pistol 956, and I got Twitter Pistol 956. My Snapchat is Pistol956. Follow my Snapchat. That's how you'll get to know me. How I really am. Because that's my everyday basis. Yeah. So follow me on there if you really want to get to know what I do every day.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty creative, man. Right?
It's different. Something different every day. It's not the same shit.
So you got a new album out that you're gonna drop, right?
Yeah, I got a new album called Myself. I'm promoting it right now. It should be dropping first week of August. So right now I'm just doing a lot of promo for it. I have about 25 songs on there.
Yeah, it's going to be available on iTunes.
It's going to be on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, Apple Music, Slacker Radio, a lot of platforms. I think it's over 121 platforms. Tidal, a bunch of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
you've done quite a few videos, man. How many videos do you have on your?
I have at least like 38, 30 around.
Which
40,
was the
30.
rowdiest video shoot, man?
Oh, man. There's this
you got to tell me a story, because I saw a video where this guy's in a motel room and he's got women jumping all over the bed.
Pop 1, pop 2, shorty, let's roll. Go so deep, when I'm finished, you don't let go. Pop 3, pop 4, that's a no-no. But the way she go down, I can't tell this whole no. Booty like a Lexus, Texas.
Oh, that was one of them. But there was another one.
That's the one I saw more than once.
We did this one video. We did like a house party, you know.
My money in my wheels, my stilo made to kill. I live this life for real and wake up to a pill. Monster for real and rock star of the year. And all these hoes I reel and to prove I start feeling.
Your hip hop lyrics, obviously you were growing up in the 90s, so you were into all the Death Row Records, stuff like that. Anything else other than rap that you would get into, man? Like,
I don't even listen to rap a lot, really. I actually don't. I rather listen to like the Beatles, Elvis Presley, Casey and JoJo. I like to listen to stuff that's
R&B.
not really what's going on, because then I feel like I have to rap the way they're
rapping.
Dude, I want to create my own lane and create my own wave. So that's what I basically do. Listen to all types of genres. You know what I'm saying? I'm not picky. I do punk, hip hop, rock, Christian. I do everything. Like, I listen to it all every day on a daily basis.
You know, it's interesting because the typical fan of a musician or of a band, they kind of think that that particular artist, all he absorbs is the genre of music that he's involved in. I've spoken with some artists like the Slipknot singers, Corey Taylor, and I asked him one time, "Hey man, what kind of music do you have in your podcast? I mean, not your podcast, but your playlist." And it's like, "Oh, dude, I listen to everything from Frank Sinatra and all that." And
opposite of what they do.
Opposite of what they do. And, I guess that's the way they get influenced. And they bring in all those other influences, infuse it into their genre, and then it becomes original, sort of an original sound brought by a bunch of influences and stuff like that. But, man, that is interesting, man. So, and also the theory that if you listen to other rappers, you might tend to...
Yeah, you tend to pick up the kind of thing they're doing, and it's like you don't want to do that, because then maybe you can make it that way, but it takes you so far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's interesting. I try to tell musicians and artists that if they're trying to do something that is hitting at the moment, they're already too late.
Yeah, it's too late already.
They need to work on creating something fresh, something different, something new. And I see your stuff, man, and you've been going at it. What year did you do your first video, man?
Oh, I think it did in 2008, 2007. 2007. I knew about music videos, but I didn't know anybody who shot a music video. So one of my homies like, I'm gonna pick up a camera and let's just try something. Let's try shooting something. And that's the moment you said, where I'm in the hotel.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's my favorite one.
In the hotel.
He's in a hotel.
Got girls on me.
Where the hell did you find those girls, man?
At Pan Am. We bought it at Pan Am.
They're educated, man.
No, but yeah, we did. That's the first video. One of the first videos.
What's the name of that song?
It's called "Reason I Do It."
Reason I Do It. Yeah,
it's real. It's kind of ghetto, you know.
No, hey, dude.
But it was like we didn't know what we're doing. We were just like, let's just try this. And then as it kept growing, like I found out, okay, this is how you do a video. This is what you got to do. This is who you got to get. This is who you got to hire.
Yeah, obviously,
it starts costing more.
Your last video is gonna look way better than your first because you start learning.
Exactly. Just with the music. The music's gonna always sound better than the last album.
But that video pretty much set the tone of, you know, hey, you're willing to do whatever it takes and do it in any way, shape, or form.
That's when I found out, I was like, okay, this is entertainment.
Yeah,
people want to be entertained when it comes to music. So you got to show them either where you're from, what you do, or how you live life, or just the way things is in the life you're living. You know.
Yeah, baby, that's me. I'll take you place you never been before. I'll take you to my band where I got this gold. 365 rain and shine was on my own. My ex still texting, blowing up my phone. I see them hating from the sideline. The same bro still dancing for the fly life.